Okay, we're live.
It worked?
I think so. Yeah, we're live, and the 30-second countdown has ended.
Oh, nice. Very nice. We made it to the big show. Look at you
Yes,
go.
sir. Yes, sir. So, yeah, for the first, I don't know, 15, 20 minutes, I'm going to leave that comment pinned just so people know it's you.
All right, good.
But all right, yeah, we can go back to talking about fish auctions while people trickle in over time. Yeah, I don't know. Give me some memories from fish auction.
Oh, man.
Things that have happened that.
My favorite one is when I was in Connecticut. I remember I told you there's the NEC, the Northeast Council. They have these big auctions, and there's just people from all over the place. So I go to the auction. I'm sitting next to D, and I mean there are just bags and bags of fish. I mean, this thing started at like 10 in the morning. It went to like 5 or 6 at night. There's just everything. It's freaking immense. So I'm sitting there with him, and listen, the auctioneer holds a bag. I don't know. He's got like a half dozen white clouds, right? So I'm like, right, white clouds, big deal, you know. The auction goes off. $10, $20, $30. I'm looking at him. He's looking at me. $40, $50, $60. These things went around $60 for a bag of white clouds.
What were they? Were they gold or wild
regular
type?
standard straight up white clouds? I'm like, I get those like $1 a piece. You know what the hell's going on? So we go through the auction. Yeah, remind me of my my biggest miss in an auction too. Those hurt more than anything else.
Okay, yeah, that's important.
And maybe 20 minutes go by, another bag of white clouds. $20, $30, $40, $50. I'm like, what is? I said, that's it. I said, D, I'm going home. I'm buying white clouds. I'm breeding them like crazy, and I'm coming back here, and and that's gonna pay for my hotel for the weekend. You know, I have to do that. So, but I'm trying to figure out why are these things going for like this crazy money. Then I get into the internet like everybody else, and I find out because we were in Connecticut, right? So what was upset? New Hampshire, it was Massachusetts, and I think Vermont, maybe even Maine. Those states, white clouds are illegal, so you couldn't. It's like a piranha in some states. You couldn't have them, and that's why people always want what you can't get. You know what I mean?
Right.
So if you buy it at an auction and drive it in, who's gonna know? You know? So it's like you just can't go to the store and get them. So now I was like, oh, now I know why these things are going for so much money. So that's exactly what I did. It's like I bought a dozen white clouds for like $1 a piece. I came home, I got them in a 40 breeder down here, and I just started breeding them. I don't know, I had like 300 of those things. But after that, there was COVID for 2 years, so
right.
I still have these white clouds. They're sitting right there. I was just still fry and everything. It's like a white cloud factory now. That's great.
Yeah, I've got white clouds in this tank over here that I want to breed, but not because I thought they were worth anything, more because I heard that they have, you can breed them quickly, kind of like guppies. So if you want to strengthen a line or breed for a specific trade, it's a lot easier to do with them. So that was why I got them. I never expected them to be worth much of anything.
They're really not, especially if you're going to sell them locally, But
yeah, right.
They're fun to breed, and it's a great outdoor fish. You don't have to take them in if you don't want. As long as the water doesn't freeze solid, they love the cold. I don't heat them. They go down to 50 degrees down here. I never put heat in there. Really, very inexpensive fish to keep. I don't know when I did a water change in that thing last. There's like some plants in there and stuff like that, and they just, I don't know, just do well.
I love them. I'm going to try them for summer tubbing this year. I heard that they don't exist in the wild anymore. I guess they came from China, and they introduced bass in the same areas that the minnows were in, and it just wiped them out. I don't know if that's true or not. I could be corrected on that. What's up, Bess? How's it going, man? We're just going to be talking about fish auctions the whole time, so if you have any stories, feel free to throw them in chat. Would love to hear it. But so yeah, biggest miss.
I'm at the very same auction, and I'm looking at fish. And at the time, I was into all kinds of like fancy guppies and stuff like that. And I saw a guppy there. There was a pair. They were jet black, and all their fins were outlined in orange. it was the most, I mean, like the tail, the dorsal fin, the pectoral fins, everything. They had this like orange outline to it. And I was like, these are the coolest guppies I've ever seen in my life. I've never seen anything like that before it. I've never seen like anything like it after it. I don't know what they were called. And they went up to auction, and I just didn't get it. I'm not saying they weren't cheap, right? They were probably excess of $30 a pair, but sometimes you just, you just got to take a shot. You know what I mean? It's like these, and I never saw them again. They were, I don't know if it was just a freak thing that this guy had that happened to make these or whatever. I have no idea, but they were the coolest things, man. Very cool guppy.
So it was an all black guppy with orange tips. That's what it was?
Yeah.
I've never seen
all
the
fins were tipped with orange, and it was jet black. Beautiful.
Was it a round tail? Do you remember if it was like a small guppy, big guppy?
Yeah, it didn't have it wasn't a fancy tail guppy. It was a rounded tail. Like,
I'm thinking, I wonder if it was a variety of panda guppy that got somehow I don't know. I'm trying to think how they would have got there, or it could just be something I've never seen, maybe.
I don't know. I wish it had a name. I wish these things would, I would love to get these things again, but I'm kicking myself. The one, I don't know.
Yeah,
I let it.
They sound pretty cool. What's up, John's vlog? How's it going?
Hey, John. John doesn't like guppies?
I don't like guppies.
Everybody likes guppies.
So John's vlog, I'm going to this auction on Sunday in Pittsburgh. Let's see, what's it called? The Greater Pittsburgh Area GPASI is what the Greater Pittsburgh Aquarium Society. So I've been promised kind of a selection like I've never seen before. This will be my first fish auction, so I'm kind of looking forward to being amazed, I guess. And I want to ask you guys, and Dawn's been helping me out with ideas of what to bring home. I don't want to bring home anything that I can't breed. That would really be one of my caveats. Another one would be I can't bring anything home that would require a tank, a large tank, like maybe a 75-gallon plus. I wouldn't be able to house it, so I wouldn't buy it.
Let me ask you, how far is the auction from your house?
Within maybe an hour tops. It's not too far.
That's good, because that goes into your whole preparation on, temperature. Is it nice day, cold day, nighttime, daytime? Are you going to bring a cooler to put the bags in, or just throw them in the back seat? You have to prepare for the distance.
That's something else. That's something else that we should definitely talk about is how to prepare. I think I have everything. I've got like an aquarium co-op, USB pump. Yeah. You're all over it. That's perfect.
Oh, yeah.
I've got big plastic bins where I have a lid, and I burned a hole through the top of the lid and put hosing so I can attach an air pump, and they're not just they're not small containers at all. So I really have as much space to transport fish as I need.
That's good. Usually everything's bagged, and you really don't have to. Another hour or two is nothing. They come from China in bags, and it takes days, and they make it alive. So another couple hours in the bag isn't a big deal.
Right? Yeah, I'm not too concerned about the well-being of the fish. I think I got that covered for them.
Yeah. I usually bring a couple of extra bags. Usually they have them at the auction, but like I throw some in the car in case I get a hole. I got a leaker. I just bag in the bag.
Have you ever gotten anything at an auction and had any mishaps getting it home? Has that ever happened? I mean, probably not, right? Yeah, I don't think that's something I'm gonna be too worried about.
Everything made it home alive. Even when I took stuff to auction that didn't sell, took it all the way there, took it all the way home.
Says get some goodies or limias. They usually go fast. I actually just Googled what limias were. They're a live bear that I didn't know about. Somebody turned me on to them. I liked what I saw. I have a pair of goodies already. Actually, I've got a pair of trout goodies, the Greg Sage line. So I'm covered there, and they're my favorite. So I really want to work on those. S also says bring an insulated bag to carry around the auction. Oh, okay. Yeah, in case I'm picking stuff up. Okay.
One of our
and Tetras.
The local stores that sponsor us and stuff like that. I don't know if they hand these things out.
Oh, that'd be nice. Yeah, I could use one of those.
You can put about 4 or 5 bags in there, and some fish. You get a couple of those. It's not a bad thing, especially if you can get it, like if it stands up, because you're gonna be sitting in on those chairs and stuff like that. So
right,
make it easy for you.
Yeah, and I think I'm gonna be there all day. I know it starts. I think it starts 9 a.m. maybe is when they start setting up. Some people from my local auction, I told them I'll get there as early as you need me to. I'll help you guys set up your thing because I'm not taking any fish. I'm just hoping to come home with some fish. So I think it makes it easier for me. So if they need help setting up, I told them I'll be there. And
that's the way to do it. Get there a little early, help these guys because there'll be chairs and tables and moving stuff around. People
right.
pull up in cars and they got boxes of stuff and you just help them out, and it goes a long way, you know.
Yep, I've committed my whole Sunday to it, but I really wouldn't have it any other way. I'm looking forward to it. Stephen P, what's up, man? How's it going? And Bex, nice to see you guys. There will be auction at the end of this stream. It's for two trios of Vienna guppies, the Aquarium Co-op line. I didn't buy them from Aquarium Co-op, but that's where they trace back to. And then a group of young Dark Dragon Dumbo guppies.
Wow.
So I'll repeat that later on, but that's what we'll spin the wheel for later or whatever, however we do it. But so I think I'm covered as far as transporting. I'm not taking any two, and I'll be able to get them all home. But Tetras, yeah, someone said, I think it was John's vlog said Tetras are the best. I haven't had any Tetras, and I do want to get some. What species of Tetra have you kept? Or have you kept Tetras?
I love Tetras, man. They're pretty fish. They come in so many different varieties. Tough to breed Tetras, but if you can get those, man.
That's another thing. So as far as what fish, I mean, I know live bears, like S said, the Goodeids and Limias, I'll definitely be looking for Limias. And I also am on a budget too. So I don't, like when the L number plecos, like zebra plecos come up, I'm not even going to be in the running for those. I'm not going to be spending a whole lot on one particular auction, but if I can get something I can breed and distribute and, have a good time with for the right price, that's why I'm there.
All right. You want to go through a game plan?
Yeah, let's do it. Well, yeah.
All right.
Yeah, hit me.
So make believe you and I are going to this auction in Pittsburgh. Just make done. This is what I would do, and this is what I do when I go to these places. So you get in there. First thing is what you're going to bring. You got your extra bags, your cooler bags, whatever you're going to put. You have to prepare for where you're going to put the stuff. Now, the second thing is you definitely need either your phone or a pad and pencil.
Okay.
Something, go to your notes in your phone or however you copy stuff down. So you're going to need to write stuff down because you're going to go there and there's going to be 1,000 bags of plants and fish and stuff. And it's going to be, you're going to pick up a bag of Goodeids and then you're going to go 3 bags over. There's going to be another bag of Goodeids and you're going to go another bag. And there might be 2, 3, 4 of the same fish. Some guy bred a whole bunch and he just brought bags of them. Here's a pair, here's a pair, here's a pair. So you got to, so when you go in, you're going to, this is where you survey the field. You're going to walk down all these tables with your pad and look around. And now you get an idea. It's like, all right, I looked at 1,000 bags and this is, I saw these Goodeids. I want to breed those. They're Breeders' Award program. Maybe they're in the CARES Act, whatever. And you found a pair. Maybe there's a couple of those, right? So each item is going to have a lot number on it. And that's where your pad and pencil comes in. So you go to your pad and pencil and lot number 81, pair of Goodeids, male and female, blah, 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 blah. And then you write that down. So maybe there's maybe there's a pair of guppies you want, whatever. So you write down everything you want. Say you got 4 or 5 different fish on there. You get your backup fish. You get all kinds of stuff. Now you want to, if you have, you're going to have time. So now you want to kind of price everything out.
At this point, do I have any fish yet, or is this just where I'm?
The auction didn't start yet.
Okay, that's right. That's right.
You went in and you just, all the tables are there. People put all their fish out and stuff like that. It's like an hour auction. They'll separate it to like live bearers, catfish, plants, saltwater, blah, 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 blah. And you just, go by sections or whatever. So if you don't want any plants, you just skip the plant section or whatever. So now you go through the, you surveyed the field. You wrote down all your stuff. You got everything you need. Now, if you want, you go on your phone and you say, all right, I can't, this is a fish I can't buy in a store. They don't sell them. So you look them up online, whatever name Goodie you're looking at, and you say, all right, these things go for say $40 a pair. So now it gives you a ballpark starting point. So you looked at 3 different web pages. It went from $35 to $50. You figured $40 a pair is what I would pay for these things if I wanted to do these right now. Then you got to figure, all right, that's one number. You figure if I was going to buy them, I'd have to get them shipped to me. You know what I mean? No one's going to just send them to my house for $40.
Right.
So that's usually between $20 and $30 again. So now you're looking at like a $70 bill for these fish already. If you wanted these fish, you know, if this is the fish you want to do. So now that's the kind of number. Now, what I do is like, I put a dead set number. That number that I write down is stone. So if I say, all right, if I was to buy these things, maybe, you know what? I don't want to go $70 because, heck, $70, I can get them whenever I want. Right. But $60 is a good deal. Right? And this makes sense to me. Now, if it's a fish that like I've never seen before, they just discovered these things, that's different. This is a fish that you can commonly get on the internet and stuff like that. I'll put a $60 number on there, and that's it. When that auction happens, I'm going to go. But when that 61 hits, my hands are chopped off. It's over. I do not bid. And a lot of people, then they say, oh, you went this far. What's one more dollar?
Right.
It's not one more dollar.
That's my
question.
Exactly.
After that and after that. So, but look, it's your money. It's not mine. If you want to go to 65, say screw it. You know, I didn't get to my last fish. I'll go to 65. But usually, what I do is when I put that number down, that's it. All right, so be it.
Do you ever get into like a bidding war with somebody and you maybe go over your set cap because you just never? No, and I think that's what you say. You missed out on those. How much did those guppies go for that you haven't seen since?
I had a cap of 30, and they went for about $36 or $37. Now, that doesn't mean I would have got them for 36 or 37. The guy that got them could have pushed me to 40. You know what I mean?
True.
Just because he got them at 37 means, you know. And you got to see too. It was like three guys. It was me and two other guys fighting over these things. So it's like it's not just you and another guy. You're just trying to, you know, out-wallet him.
Right, that would be intimidating. But, looking back on it now, though, would you have paid $10 more to get those fish in your fish room? Probably, you'd probably say yes, but situationally, right?
But
okay.
It depends on the time of the auction. You know, in the beginning, you got all the money on you. In the end, maybe you don't have enough. Everybody has a budget. You know, I'm not going there like, you know, Richie Rich. You know?
No, definitely not. That's why I want to know, like, what can I look for that I'll get the deals on, and where can I really do well on a budget, because I'm not going to be maybe $100 max, I would think, see what I can do with that. So I don't think I want to spend $70, $75 on one pair of fish. Like, I think I want to see how far I can stretch it. Another thing I saw in the chat too, that is definitely, I want to talk about plants. You got plants in most of your tanks, right?
I have just like inexpensive junk plants, like Sabwasatang and Java moss and stuff like that. Nothing.
Yeah, well, I mean, I don't have the lights to really, or I'm not using CO2 right now, so I try to keep it to the basics. I like stem plants, I like floating plants. I know it's not the cool thing to do, but I don't know. I've heard that you can get pretty good plants at these auctions for $3 a bag, even. And I need a lot of plants right now.
Yeah, I'll get to that point later. Remind me with plants. Because,
okay. Well, you want to talk about plants a little bit later on? You're saying?
I do. It's the end of my list. It's a plant story about an auction, which.
Well, what do you have? What do you have next on the docket? Then we can go by. We can see what you have.
All right. So notes. We were up to pen and pencil, survey the land, get all your stuff, write stuff down, and stuff like that. And but like you said, money. I don't know. It all depends on how the auctions run. I've been to different ones where. The NEC one is huge. So what they do is, like, in the beginning, they give you a number, and that's like your auction number. You know what I mean? So
just walk in the door or whatever.
If you're going to participate in the auction, you go to the front desk and they say, "Oh, how you doing, Jake?" Gotcha. You write down the stuff. All your information goes down, like your name, your phone number, where you live, the whole thing, and then you pay. Basically, you're paying for like a ping pong paddle with a number on it, you know, and it's usually $1 or $2. It's no big deal. But say you're number 261. Now you sit in your chair. They go for an auction and they say, "Oh, hey, here comes some goodies," and you're like, $3, $4, $6, you win. So what number they say, like 261? 261. They say lot number 5, the goodies went to 261. Then there's some lady over there that writes it in a book. $6 for the goodies, 261. So that's like you get your own little page in the book. So now later on you go, "Oh, is Ryukyu goldfish, $5. You want it for $5. 261 Ryukyu goldfish wins $5, and they write the lot number and everything that. Now at the end of the auction, you go up there, they add it all up, you pay, you get your fish, and you go.
That's not bad. Yeah,
Actually,
I can handle that.
They bring you the fish, I think, and then at the end you just go pay and you pay for the whole, instead of doing it while the auction's going on.
Right. How long are the auctions usually? How long do they last for? I don't
We
know
have,
if it says on here.
I guess, like small ones at, after every club meeting, we have probably 100 or 200 bags go, and that'll go a couple of hours.
So this says doors open at 9 a.m., registrations from 9:30 to 1 p.m., and the auction starts at 11 a.m. So the auction starts 2 hours before registration ends. I guess that's for people coming in late.
Yeah, it's going to go all day.
Okay. Hey, the longer I'm there, the better. I just get to look at fish all day. That's kind of a good Sunday for me. So
yeah, and there's different, like our auction. That's another thing. If you're going to bring money, like I like to bring small bills, a bunch of singles, fives, tens, and stuff like that. So it's the type of auction where sometimes, like, and this is what I do at the club, is I'm a runner. So I'll have an auctioneer and I'll stand next to them, and a fish goes off for say $7. I take the fish, I run it over to the person, I give them the fish, I take their money. So, and I take the tag off the bag and I write down, say $7 on it. They give me money, say it's a 10. I run to the front desk, they make change, I come back, I give the person the change, and then I go back and I stand next to the guy for the next thing. Sometimes it's $10. You write 10 on the tag, give them the fish, they give you a $10 bill, you give it back to the desk, and you stand next to the guy. You just run, back and forth.
And you do that for your local clubs, or?
Yeah, it's just, they need people to do that. Everybody's trying to buy fish and stuff like that. But if you're, sometimes there'll be two runners, and if you're fumbling with change and stuff like that, other fish are going off. They're not going to wait for you to count change to get to the next fish, and who knows what the next fish might be, the fish that you want,
and you'd be caught up.
You missed it. I missed a clownfish because I was running, but I didn't even pay attention. I didn't hear it go off.
Okay. All right. Yes, I have small bills ready, so that's good. Good to hear that.
It helps.
Yeah. All right. That's a good tip. Hello, Gardens. Welcome. Let's see who else I missed. Brooklyn Bell. Hello. Skipper. Hey, what's going on? Yellowstone and Michelle. Hello. Hi, everybody. Thanks for being here. We are talking about fish auctions the whole time. I go to my first fish auction on Sunday, and I'm really excited about it. So if anybody has any good stories for us, feel free to throw them in chat.
Yeah. So another one with the big auctions too, like when the seller brings their items, just say someone brings in 10 bags, they'll have like a color system, and they'll give you like colored stickers. So maybe they give you 2 red stickers, 6 blue stickers, and a bunch of yellow stickers. The red stickers are the ones that go to the table that get auctioned first. Then the blue ones that go to the table that get auctioned second, and then so on and so on and so on. So what you want is, if you are bringing fish, you want them to go up as soon as you can, as the auction starts. Closer to the beginning, the better, because that's when everybody has the money, and that's when
that's smart.
Everybody's willing to do. And as it goes on, so there's another thing too. There's something called bumping an item. So just say it's getting late, and you're like, all right, I've been here all day, I want to get home, and the bag that I want, one of the last is like just on the scrap heap of the glass table. Sometimes you could pay $1 or $2 to get a bag bumped to the front table. So
I read that somewhere. Yeah.
So if there's something that you really want, and say, there's goodies in bag number 751 or whatever, you go to the table, say, hey, I want this bag bumped. You give them $2. They carry it right over. They put it on the front table, and now within the next 10 bags or so, it's going to go up. You don't have to wait.
Yeah, I did read that. I don't know if I'm going to utilize that. I might just do it just to see it done. I might just throw $1 on a fish and say, hey, run this up. I want to see this auctioned off, or I'll probably do it with some intent. But let me catch up on chat here real quick. Steven, I'm using just a USB mic. I don't know if that's helpful. The brand is Samson, if that answers your question. And then there was somebody, well, what's up, Misfit? Allison, hello. Mr. Gromby. Eduardo, what's up, man? Rainer, I don't think I'm missing anybody. I
We're
hope I'm not
discussing
missing anybody.
just auctions in general, no specific auction.
Yeah, no specific auction. The one I'm going to is in Pittsburgh, but that's just because it's local to me. It's within an hour, and I can get there easy. And people from my club who I've met now are going, so I'll have some people there who can also kind of show me what's going on, and I can meet some people and help them set up. I plan to get there pretty early in the morning. But all right, what's next on the list?
Oh, all right. You got your price in your head. You stuck to that. You auctions.
Yep.
Sometimes it like I said. Sometimes it pays to wait. You know what I mean? Like if say there's 2 or 3 pairs, you're trying to get people to run out of money. You know what I mean? So if a pair of goodies goes in the first like hour and you see people fighting over it, that's like a bad sign because people want it. They're like, damn. It's like, all right, that went for like $50. I don't want to pay that. And then maybe you wait for the next one, and then so usually the guy that has his goodies already, he's done. But you don't know. Some of these guys are like, I'm here to collect all of them, and it's just they just go excuse me, bonkers on it. So
Yeah, well,
sometimes
that's
I'll
why.
wait for the second bag, or the third one.
Yeah, yeah. Well, that's why I'm trying to go in with kind of a broad range of what I'm looking for, because I don't want to go in with like 1 or 2 fish in mind, and then they go for more than what my cap is for that auction. If I get outbid on those 2 things, I don't want to be disappointed. And I've got the space, I've got the time. I want to kind of branch out in the things that I'm breeding. So I mean, I know that it'll go well for me just because I'm open to so many different types of fish at the moment.
Oh yeah, when you go through there and you look, you're gonna be like, "Oh, this is pretty nice." Oh, this is right now. You're like, "I don't know what I'm gonna bring home." When you go there, you don't know. I don't know. I'm gonna bring home everything. There's gonna be plenty that you're gonna be like, "Oh man, this is cool. I can breed these. These are nice. I haven't never seen these before. I didn't know you can buy these." There's
Oh
gonna
yeah. Oh, I'm gonna freak out. I know I'm not gonna be able to. I'm not letting myself drink coffee that day because I'll just annoy the crap out of everybody.
yeah.
I'll be too excited.
Mm-hmm.
What's up, Ian? I don't know if I said hello, but feel free to look. No worries. Yeah. Okay. So I think I saw somebody say that they wanted to enter the giveaway, but yeah, right here, I have no idea what I'm entering in, but if it's free. So if you're talking about this giveaway, I'm gonna probably try and get everybody on Steven's wheel if I can figure out how to do it. I think I've got it set. So I'm gonna try to get everybody on the wheel, and I'll spin it twice. The person who wins first can pick between either Vienna guppies, which date back to like they're the aquarium co-op kind, if you're familiar, and then Dark Dragon Dumbo guppies, and both breed true. They're both good genetic lines and all that if you care about that. But yeah, just guppies today. It's the first stream, so not to throw your script off, Don. But another thing I was thinking was, what are fish that people would want to see in a giveaway? Because that's kind of a sign of a fish that would do well if you bred it. I'm not going to sell them, but what are popular fish? Tetras, rams, maybe.
Yeah, honestly, you should whatever ships well is probably the best bet. It's just where there's no issues. You know what I mean?
That's a good point. Yeah.
It doesn't. I mean, you watch Dan's thing. It doesn't really seem to matter what fish he's auctioning or giving away. But on your end,
That's
if
true.
I was doing it, I'd be like, all right, these Corys are pretty hardy. Here's a half dozen albino Corridoras.
I wish I knew
Corys,
That's something that I feel like I'll be at a disadvantage. I wish I knew the Cory numbers better, and I wish I knew the L number plecos better. I plan to kind of study those and get better at them. But going in this first time, when I all the Corys are going to kind of look alike. I know the basic ones, but when you start getting into the more rare, unusual ones, I don't know what I'm looking at. So I guess I'll take your advice and look up what their price is online so that I don't end up paying more. Have you seen that? Have you seen people at auctions pay more than you'd pay in the store for some reason? I don't know why.
There's always, there's always those 2 guys that refuse to lose. You know what I mean?
Okay.
And you're sitting there like, man, I could buy those things for $7 tomorrow. And these guys, 14, 16, 18, 20. It's like, you idiots, you paid twice what this fish is worth. But a win's a win,
Yeah, I'm not going in competitive minded at all. If someone wants the fish that I'm bidding on, chances are they're going to get them. But I'll be there the whole auction. I'll be paying attention the whole auction. So if there's fish that aren't that nobody else wants and I want them, I'll be able to get those. That's kind of the plan.
Everybody has a different mindset going in. I'm just telling you what, like when I go in and I put that number in stone, it's it. Because then there's, I don't know, to me, then there is no limit. Then don't even write down a number. Just go in there and bid whatever you feel is, But I do my little homework. I say, if I get these with shipping or this and that, or I saw those in the store, they were only $6, whatever. And it's too like if you're at your club and it's a fish that you really want and it's a couple of dollars more than you can get at the store, the money's going to the club. You know what I mean? And if everyone's like, I'm not paying an extra dollar, then so stuff like that. When it's like under $10 stuff, it's like I don't care. I'll just buy it. I want one, or I want them.
Yeah. If it's a $10 breeding pair of fish, I could do that 10 times over on Sunday. That's no problem. But Rainer says, what are you hoping to get? Well, that's what I'm hoping you guys can help me with. I'm open to a lot of things. Nothing that would require maybe a 55-gallon or bigger long term. So smaller fish, not necessarily nano fish. I have trout goodeids. I got a pair of those, and those are bigger. Those are on the bigger end of fish, I would think, for what I do. I'll probably get snails. They got lots of snails at these auctions, right? I'm assuming mystery snails, stuff like that.
It's hit or miss. Sometimes people bring bags of them. Sometimes you don't see any. It's hit or miss. Snails one of those weird things,
I was at my buddy's house on Friday who actually has fish, and his mystery snails had laid clutches of eggs that were hatching. I didn't realize that mystery snails come out that many at a time. I mean, he had maybe like 100 of them from a couple of clutches that I just didn't know you could get so many mystery snails so fast. I thought they were a slower reproducing snail.
Was it like globs of goo hanging from like above the water?
Yep.
Yeah, that's gross. It's like someone sneezed in your tank.
I guess I don't know. I thought it was cool, but I just never seen it before. So I thought I don't know. I want mystery snails. I do. So I think I'll probably get some on Sunday. I would imagine.
Good luck.
Good luck.
Good luck.
I want to keep a little bit of everything, man. Over time, I plan to keep anything I can get my hands on. So
yeah, I like snails in the tank. I have pond snails, ram's horn snails. I have trumpet snails. It's all like the stuff that whenever you buy a plant, you get this crap and everything. But I have one tank. My what are those things? The shell dwellers. Mm-hmm. For whatever reason, I have trumpet snails in there, and they like took over. There are
the snails did.
There are a million snails in there. I mean, like they're just coated everywhere.
Is that the Similis, the shell dwellers? Those are cool. Those are cool. I hadn't seen those until I saw your video on them. If I saw those at the auction, I would get them. I do want some shell dwellers. I want to set up a dedicated tank to them, probably without snails, to be honest.
Dude, shellies they're a fun little fish. This is the first time I had shellies, and I got them with the purpose of breeding. I had a hard time doing it, but I finally got them now. The little babies were out today. I was checking them out.
Oh, so you did get them to breed?
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't know if I knew that or not. That's cool. Let me see if I missed anybody in chat. The Nano Aquarium guy, what's up? Fishymon, how's it going? Alishan, I think I said hi to Alishan. Ben, what's going on? Ben lives in Cleveland, not too far away from me. Jen Yu, how's it going? What do you mean
Brooklyn doesn't like trumpet snails? That's like my wife hates them. She says they look like roaches in the tank. She can't stand the snails in the tank.
Wait, hold on. Let me just look this up real quick. Trumpet snails. Brooklyn Bell doesn't like trumpet snails.
Let me get a handful.
What did they do something hard? Did they do anything detrimental to the tank or anything like
that?
No,
they do the same as like pond and.
I've got tons of pond snails. Tons.
I don't know if you can see that.
Oh yeah.
They just.
It's a little blurry.
It's like a pointed snail instead of a round or whatever the hell it is.
That's cool. I like ram's horns. I didn't know. Bex turned me on to blue leopard ram's horns. So if I see those at the auction, I'm gonna get those. I didn't.
Wow, that sounds pretty cool. I heard like pink ones and brown ones. But I didn't know there was a blue leopard one. That's pretty cool.
I did not either, and I saw that, and I was like, I have to have these at some point. But I want to get them. That's another thing. I don't know snail genetics. at all. I don't know if there is snail genetics. Like I have this one pond snail that is far superior to all the rest, and I really like the coloration. And I put him in a tank on his own. He's gonna have a bunch of babies, but I think they're just gonna come out looking like pond snails. I don't think they'll come out looking like him, like what you would do with fish.
I have
I
no
don't.
idea.
Yeah, I don't know anybody who would even know the answer to that, but I'm just experimenting and seeing what happens. Go Bex. Yeah, go Bex for sure.
What's a Beck?
Beck is Beck's Fish Room. Beck's Fish Room.
Oh,
If you're not subscribed, go subscribe. Go subscribe to NY Gold if you're not subscribed to NY Gold for sure. I think I'm getting close to 100 subscribers, which is I don't know. I don't think about it a ton, but when I do, it kind of blows my mind. I didn't really come into this with expectations, and to have 100 people subscribe to me, and it's not like I went and told all of my immediate family to subscribe. Like I don't have like 20 family members, and then like I have actual people that subscribed, and it really means a lot. And it's kind of blows me away, to be honest.
yeah, your channel's doing well. You're gonna have 100 after this stream, guaranteed.
I did whatever happens. I'm sure at some point it gets overwhelming, but as small as my channel is right now,
There you go. Someone
quite
just posted, congratulations on hitting 100 subs. So I guess you made it.
awesome. Thank you guys.
That was easy.
I didn't do
milestone.
much.
See, it's your 100 subscriber giveaway.
Oh yeah, I guess it is. I was gonna give fish away no matter what, but yeah, all right, 100 subscriber giveaway.
Gotta give it a name.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, we have to do a live about shipping because I ship before. I suck at it. I think my problem is like time. I don't have the time to do it. But it would be cool to ship some stuff around. But even if we did stuff like this, if people saw and they like some angels, I would ship the angels to you, and then you can ship them out or do whatever, or Corey's or whatever I got going on at the moment, and white clouds, guppies.
Yeah. I mean, I whatever people would be interested in giveaway wise, I'm here for it. I know people like gift cards and stuff. I'd love to be able to do that down the road, but fish right now are just a little bit easier because I have them on hand, and I want to get better at shipping. I want to get to the point where I know for a fact, like not guppies, but maybe some more rare fish. I know when I send them, they're going to be okay. I don't want any DOAs, and I don't want to hurt any fish in the process. So this will give me a good chance to practice my shipping. But I've been saving, like anytime I get fish in from anywhere, whether it was like eBay or somebody I knew or something, whenever I get fish shipped, I save those boxes. So I've got piles of boxes laying around, and I've got the other equipment that I need. So, but yeah, we could talk about that at some point too, for sure.
Yeah, it's just something else. It's just something else. But yeah, it's just so inconvenient for me to do. If I had more time, it's no big deal. But I don't know. It would be nice to spread some of the fish out, just send them out.
Yeah. I love the distribution among hobbyists. I mean, when I first started watching YouTube to learn more about what I was trying to do with the tanks, I started like a lot of people do with the co-op with Corey, and I saw the Vienna guppies for the first time because he brought them over from, I think, Austria or something a while back. But the point is, I have them in my tank now, and that wouldn't be possible if it wasn't for Corey distributing them in the first place. So I really just like how this whole community works and everybody shares fish and stuff like that. I just think it's awesome.
Yeah, it is cool. It's just a lot of fun.
Oh, real quick, that's a great point. I need some wrenches in here for sure. I just I didn't want to sign anybody up to be a mod that didn't ask, and I don't know exactly how to do it. I don't know if I can add a mod during the stream or if I have to wait till after. But if I can, MSG, if you can tell me how to mod you, I'll do it right now. Just let me know.
There's a way to do it. Like Susie Q modded me during the thing.
Oh, did she? Oh, okay. If I can mod.
It was like during the stream.
Okay, yeah, we'll figure that out then. Mr. Gromby, be a mod, absolutely. I would be very appreciative of anybody who would be willing to do it. And I know I need some mods. I just this is the first stream. I don't know if everybody I'm sure everybody here knows that, but this is the first time I've ever streamed. So I think the fact that we just have audio and video going and it hasn't cut out or anything, I think that's a good sign. I'm happy with that so far.
So good.
Yeah, so far so good. For sure. Okay, so where were we at as far as the auction? I've taken notes. I've double checked the prices on fish that I don't recognize. Let's see. I've got
There's
my
really
number guard
only one
page.
more thing left. Is like, you
Yeah.
know, you get your fish or whatever. Is depending on, you know, how into it you are or how much of a deal you want. This is the part where you really get the deal. Is you don't leave. You stay to the end.
I'll
You know
be
what
the
I mean?
last one out. I got no problem with that.
And that's the time where I find people get the best deals. Actually, I've never seen like a really good deal prior than, you know, before the last half hour. You know, when it gets down to the end,
Okay.
everybody's tired. A lot of people have left. You know, the auctioneer just wants to go home. Everybody's like done. And sometimes they're like, I have a bag of goodies. Who'll give me $6? And like, you hold your thing up, like, okay, $6 sold. They don't even like could ask if
They're
anyone.
just ready. Everybody's ready to go
Done.
home.
Here you go. $6. Okay, get out of here. Next, I have a plant. You know, $2. Done. Sold. So they just want to wrap it up, and that's when I that's when I've seen the best deals at, you know, at not every auction, but if you're gonna get a deal, that's when you're gonna get it at the end.
I'm there for it. That's one thing especially when it comes to fish, I don't run out of energy. Sometimes I worry I have too much energy and enthusiasm. So I'll be there at the end of the auction like I just walked in. So hopefully, yeah, I'll be looking out for that. See, I wouldn't have known that if you hadn't have told me.
That's why we're
And
doing this.
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, the end, and you might pick up stuff that you don't even like. You didn't intend on getting, you know, but you're like, the guy's like, oh, here's 6 neons, and you're like, $2, and you're just looking around like, nobody wants these neons.
Nobody?
They're like, I'll take them. They're like, here you go, give me $2, and like, all right, I'll find a community tank for these things somewhere, and you know, it's neon.
Yeah.
Who doesn't want neons, you know?
Agreed.
But yeah,
Mary Page Flynn, hello. Thank you for being here. Appreciate it. Really enjoyed the stream that you did with Rico the other night. Can't say that enough. That was an awesome show. Maybe we should trade around and get some new genetics. Yeah.
it's the best way to do it. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Eduardo, I'll keep an eye out. How's that? Can't help you with that right now. Let's see. Oh, okay. Brennan says on YouTube chat, click the 3 dots next to the person's name. Oh, Dawn, I think that's what you were trying to tell me. I'm only getting, when I do that, it just says put user in timeout or block user. Those are my two options. Like I'm clicking on Eduardo right now and it says timeout or block him. When I don't want to do either of those. I don't know why I'm having trouble with the whole mods thing. But once I get that figured out, we'll be good to go. Yeah, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Scotty the Fish Freak, what's up? How's it going? I think I'm all caught up on chat. I might have missed you. If I missed you, hello. That was definitely not intentional. I think I got everybody. Okay. Okay, so yeah, so what, let's see. You said your biggest, you want to reiterate what your biggest swing and a miss was in an auction? Because there's more people here now than there were at the very beginning. Your biggest, unless you have another one, but the biggest miss that you had at an auction.
The biggest miss was definitely those guppies. Guaranteed. You know, I missed, because you don't know you missed it until it's over. And like the next day you're thinking about it, and then a week later you're thinking about it, and then 2 years later I'm on the stupid live stream thinking about it. So then now you know it hurts. You know what I mean?
Oh,
so you don't really know you missed until you're sitting there in your car and you're like, shit. I should have got those things that were right there. Another $1. I'm so cheap.
Stuff like that stays with me too. So I'm worried. That's why I want to be as prepared as possible. I'll be on a live stream in 2 years going, I had 40 people in here and they're all helping me out and I still couldn't come through. But no, I think it'll be all right.
Also too, like sometimes, you know, I can be judgy. I'm sitting there and a guy right in front of me is bidding on this fish. And I think I don't even remember what it was, a type of gourami or something like that. And he's in a battle with some other guy, and he's $20, $25, blah, blah, blah. He buys this thing, a single fish, for like $36. I'm scratching my head. I'm like, what is this guy doing? what's going on? So I had to ask. I'm like, why? You paid $36 for this? He goes, did you see what I got? I was like, yeah, it's like a gourami. So he goes, he's like, it's like a female, some type of gourami. He goes, you can't get the females. He says, I've been trying to find a female. He goes, I have a male, but trying to find a female for like 2 years. I couldn't find it. So I couldn't let it go. So without talking to the guy, if I never spoke to that guy, one of my stories would have been, I saw some idiot pay $36 for a gourami. But sometimes you don't know the whole story. You know what I mean?
Well,
so when he explained it like that, I was like, it's like those, you ever see those white guppies? What are they called? They're not platinums. They're like snow whites.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Did you ever see a female?
Not that I can think of.
They don't. I don't think they sell
the
the females. Somebody told me once that they can get the females, but I don't know if they believe them or not. I've never seen them for sale. They're like just the bone white guppies. They're beautiful.
Yeah.
So if I saw a bag of female, I'll give it a shot.
Well, so if maybe you know the answer to this, or somebody in chat can help us out, but I think I was on Dan's Fish maybe, and I was able to verify it through his website. But the scarlet batis, they don't import the females, I guess. So I don't know if that's true. That's a fish I want to keep. I don't know if that's the case, but if it is, that would be another kind of situation where it's hard to get a breeding pair of them.
Yeah, even those, like, we have a lot of fish stores here, and some really good ones too. They don't turn up that often. You might see them like once a year in the store. And I think D picked them up.
Right. He
picks them up. Was it last year? They're very tiny fish. They're little.
What, the
pretty
baddest?
Yeah.
Well, I don't want to say I just do nano fish, because that's not true, but I like to be able to keep. I don't know. I don't want to say I understock tanks either, but I do like to give them enough space to live it out naturally. But Jimmy P, hey, how's it going? Thank you for being here, and thank you for the kind words. I appreciate that. Bruiser, how's it going? Bigfoot Fish Tanks, I don't think I said hi to you. Hello. Alishon, I definitely said hi to Alishon. Okay, I just wanted to catch up on the chat real quick as it scrolls by. But
even they said scarlet batis is hard to come by. They really, even in a place
so that is true.
Where I have 10 fish stores at my disposal, I don't see them that often. I don't.
Yeah, Alishon says that females are hard to come by, so that is true. So, and Eduardo says the batis females are rarely sold because they don't want others to breed them. Right? Yeah, that's exactly it. And I'm definitely not a threat to anybody's business. I'm not out here selling fish, so that makes me more comfortable. But if I see something like that, like if I see female scarlet batis, I'll definitely pick those up, and if I don't get outbid, of course. But
I'm a threat. If I get some female batis, I'll take it down Taiwan.
You're coming for them. Domestic bred and raised.
That's right. Let's go by the pound.
So what, you got anything else in your notes? I'm going to check and make sure that the Nightbot is working, and I hope it is.
That's it. My last thing was, what the hell did I say? I'll stay to the end. I think that's it. If you remember any of that, you'll do good.
Oh yeah.
It's fun. Auctions are the best part about fish keeping. It really is fun.
So I just went over to Nightbot to look in at who's signed up for the giveaway towards the end. If you everybody just re-put in your hashtag. The only person that's come up here is Eduardo. I think I had to activate it or whatever, but Eduardo is the only person entered in the giveaway so far. So that's my fault. Blame that on the fact that it's my first stream, but just, go ahead and retype the hashtag to be in the giveaway. If anybody's lurking, I hope they're hearing this so that they can get in, and I'll bring it up and remind people in case there are people lurking. But so re-put the hashtag in. So what do you think about the music? Can you even hear it?
No, I barely hear it.
Oh, that's kind of where I want it, anyways. If I even decide to keep it, it shouldn't be in the way. Let me see.
Was it here the whole time, or did it just start?
No, it was here at the very beginning. Something happened, it went away, and now it's back.
I was gonna say, I only noticed it when you just mentioned it.
Okay, yeah, it definitely shouldn't be noticeable, but I might keep it on. I don't know. I haven't decided. Um, so what else can we talk about? What was the last fish auction that you went to, Don?
I was at one 2 weeks ago. We had a club auction.
Did you come away with anything or take anything to sell?
I did. I brought a 6-pack of koi angelfish, and they went for
Nice.
$16. Now that's another thing when it comes to selling at auctions. Different auctions, like if you go to like the bigger ones, and a percentage will go to you. Like sometimes it'll be like 70-30. You get 70%, the club gets 30%. Sometimes it's 50-50, blah, blah, blah. It's usually
Right.
like 70-30 is usually a pretty popular number where you get 70%, the club gets 30%.
Yeah.
And our club, only twice a year do they do like a 50-50 one. All the other times it's just strictly donation. You know, whatever you bring goes to the club. So I just bring whatever I have extra and it goes to the club. Okay. But
Yeah,
just to
that's
give you an
good.
idea, you know, the 6 koi, they're like quarter size koi angelfish went for $16 for 6 of them, 6-pack. So that's a pretty good deal.
Yeah, I would say so. That's a fish that I definitely want to keep in the future. I like the koi variety, the koi rice fish that I have. I know koi guppies. I like those koi angels. I just like the red or the orange black patternation
You mean both. And
pattern.
that's why like a lot of people when they breed koi angels, everybody, not everybody, but a lot of people go into like the almost like all orange fish. They call them like full reds or whatever, you know, they give, and I like the classic. I like the orange, white, and black. You know what I mean? So that's what
Mm-hmm.
I try to breed. Like a good koi with those colors, what's called like a saku or something like that or whatever. You know what I'm talking about?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I do.
But it the more the colors are evenly distributed, the better the fish is. You know what I mean? If it's like 1/3 black, 1/3 white, 1/3 red, that's more desired than mostly red and some black and white. You know, so you want, so that's what I try to read with angels. I try to specifically put so my babies are very close to a third, but you can't really tell until they get older because they don't get the red until last. But I had to breed the black into them to get.
So I'm glad that you mentioned that. The rice fish that I have, they're really small still, kind of hard to tell what they're going to end up looking like. This first time I've kept them too, which doesn't help. But some of them are completely orange, some of them are completely silver, some are half and half, and I don't know. At this point in time, I don't know what is the most desirable coloration or whatever. I'm
Well,
sure it'll become obvious when they're adults, but yeah, they
once
look
they're
all
adult, well
different.
then you pick what you like, and then but it seems like you got a lot to pick from, so
Yeah, oh
that's a
yeah,
good sign. So
yeah.
you can
There's all sorts of varieties. It's interesting to see how they're growing up and turning out. It's pretty cool, and I do plan to auction off those. I probably next week. I think I'll do some at a time. That was the intent. So I got them as eggs initially, which was
right.
something I wanted to do. I had never
That's pretty
purchased
cool.
eggs.
They was from Japan, right? The X came.
Yep. I found a guy.
That's cool.
I just happened to find him on Instagram. It was a very small. I don't know. I wouldn't call him a channel, but small Instagram page, and we talked back and forth. And I mean, every step of the way, he was with me, asking, how are your fish doing? Here's the update on the shipping. Let me know when they get there. And it was kind of nerve wracking for me too. It's kind of a gamble because I didn't know how it was going to go, and I had never done it, but it went great. I was really really excited, like really happy about how it went.
Sent
Yeah.
you a bag of crap from Japan. There you
Yeah,
go.
I didn't know.
That's like a
Maybe.
dookie here for you.
Yeah, I didn't want to get like screwed over, I guess. But no, he was he. I don't. I keep saying he. I don't exactly know, but they were awesome about it the whole time.
Were they expensive?
They were expensive, but so like when I went on Google, or I go on Google, just do a quick search of the koi fish, koi rice fish adults. They're like 14.99 a piece or something.
Wow.
Yeah, not bad. And that was just that's the very first link on Google. They could be cheaper. I couldn't find them anywhere. Even as full grown adults, when I went to buy them, all I could get were the eggs, and I was just determined. So I went with it. And they were expensive, but not not in relation to what they would be all adults. So it's
Right, I got you.
much
Oh yeah,
maybe like
that makes sense.
a fourth or fifth of the price to get them as eggs.
Yeah, and then you end up with what, like 30 eggs or something like that. That's nice.
30 eggs. I had 28 of them. At least that was the first count. And I haven't. This is the first time I've said this, but right now when I transferred them over into their pond, I think it's like a 25 gallon, something like that. I have 25 left. And I'll probably give away at least half of those. That was the intent on getting the eggs to begin with. I want to keep a group, 6 to 8 of them, and breed them and continue keeping them for myself.
Yeah.
But then my intent also was to to give them away to other people because they were so hard for me to find initially. So if 7 or 8 of us are breeding them, I think anybody who wants them at that point could get them. So that would be cool.
Yeah, it's cool having fish that's just hard to get, and that's what I guess the bottom line is everybody wants what they can't get. Like the $60 white clouds. You know what I mean? Everybody wants.
Yeah.
So you ever hear of Pete Mang?
I have not.
He's a guy that develops and breeds like guppies and strains and stuff, and he's a guppy guy.
What's his name? Pete.
Pete Mang, M-A-N-G.
Okay.
So he developed a strain of guppy years ago. I don't know how many years ago, called a Supercross. It's just like the Steel Nebula.
Yeah.
The Steel Nebula came from the Supercross guppy. So the Supercross came first, and then they morphed it into a Steel Nebula or Nebula Steel or whatever they call it. Yep. So, excuse me, freaking bronchitis still killing me. So I was at the club, and this is my little Brooklyn Aquarium Society club, and what comes up is Supercross guppies. So I was like, I gotta get these things. I don't even, so I get the Supercross guppies, and I just breed the hell out of them. And I'm like, selectively breeding for the best tails, and because they have all kinds of crazy colors. They got like every colored rainbow on them. They're really cool.
Sure.
So I get all these things going, and I had it for well over a year. And then I finally found this guy's name is Dennis that bred them, and I finally saw him at one of the meetings, and I asked him. He says, "I said, are these Pete Mang Supercross guppies?" And at the time, like Pete Mang, he stopped even breeding them. He was on the other stuff. And so he's like, "Yeah, I got these years ago, and I'm still breeding them and stuff like that." Now, I don't know. I got these things 3, maybe 4 years already. I don't know if anybody even has these anymore. I still have them. 10-gallon full of them, but it's one of those things that it was like they designed this fish and they just kept going with the design, but I still have the original strain.
Okay, that's what I was going to ask. So what you have is the original of that whole process. Well, that's cool.
Original.
So you don't think maybe even Pete Mang himself still has any? He might. He
might, but I think because he was breeding, like he bred, you could tell there's all kinds of like endlers and stuff in there. He bred like a mess to make these, and then he morphed that into the Steel Nebula. So I think, I don't know, I think he just kind of kept progressing with what he was making, like kept Frankensteining, but that was just a phase 1 of the Frankenstein.
He had to be doing that for years, right? For like a long time.
Yeah, that's his thing.
To mosh pit guppies and then get a stable line out of something new. Well, that is cool. That is cool.
Let me see if I can show you. Hang on.
Yeah, if you can, that'd be great. I can't picture them.
And the thing is, I haven't been working with them, so they're not like great like the tails, but I don't know if you can see those guys. But I don't know how good they can see.
Oh yeah, they're showing up.
But the like the tails, it has like red and blue and green, like they have all the colors in the rainbow, and the males are really wild. But I still got a tank full of these things. They keep breeding, but I'm not, like I said, I'm not doing anything selective with them,
Okay, so change of plans. We're auctioning off Pete Mang guppies tonight. No, I'm just kidding. Those look cool though.
Yeah. I just moved on from them to other stuff, so I used to separate the best males, bunch of females, and just make them better and better, and then they just
let them go.
They're just there. There's still plenty to work with there. If you had a dozen or so out of there, you can definitely make them nice again. I don't know if I have to introduce. I mean, they just been breeding, and every once in a while I get something I have to feed to the flower horn out of there. But I don't know if I have to like introduce some nebulous steel in there just to get the genes
to keep the genetics going, like line breed them. Yeah, maybe. I don't know, and I don't know how you would do that because I don't know where you'd bring genetics in from.
Right, like I said, the nebulous steel is the closest one. I can get those. Those are.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I
still
guess you
being
could
bred.
do that. I guess you could do that. What else you got on your notepad over there? You got anything?
My notes are done.
Notes are done.
The whole
Okay.
thing.
No
My
notes.
notes are done.
We got all the notes and everything like that done in the first hour. Where have you been as far as fish auctions? You have never been to the Pittsburgh one, right? I wouldn't think so.
No. Nope.
Somebody was saying something about Cleveland in the chat. I don't know if it was Alishon or not, but somebody was mentioning. Yeah, he said if you're near Cleveland, keep an eye out for the OCA auction. Yeah, that's what everybody at my fish club was telling me. The Ohio Cichlid Association in Cleveland is supposed to be like a huge, huge thing in Ohio. So I'll be there. I mean, I'm sure I can make it, so I'll be there for that.
Yeah, I think they have don't they have a big goldfish one down in like Dayton?
I don't know. Not that I've heard of. Dayton's pretty far away from me. Cleveland's an hour and a half tops anywhere in Cleveland, but Dayton's like the other side of the country as far as this side of Ohio is concerned. It's like a 5.5 hour. I think I'll have an easier time getting to the Keystone Clash than I would Dayton, for example.
I got you.
But I would still try to go. I'm sure they probably have something in Cincinnati too. That's like one of the big hubs of Ohio. And Columbus is enormous. I'm just now starting to learn about a lot of this stuff. And the closest two to me are the Youngstown Fish Club, which I'm a member of now, and Pittsburgh. So I'll get to see those two right off the bat.
Nice. Any YouTubers in those clubs?
I met Rob from Flip Aquatics. I met his uncle. Okay. Actually, randomly. And he had some stories to tell me and stuff, and that was cool. But I think Rob from Flip Aquatics used to go to the Youngstown one, the one that I'm in. I think he was there a lot because he's in Warren, but I don't know if I don't think he's been there recently. I think he got too busy with what he was doing, understandably.
Huh. That's cool.
I'm sure there are from Pittsburgh though. Like I said, the guest speaker that we were supposed to have was from Pittsburgh, and I'm sure she had a whole presentation. That would have been great if she'd have been able to make it. But the Pittsburgh club, I think, is a lot bigger than the Youngstown club. I'm pretty sure.
I got you.
Ian says he is almost done with the day. Well, that's good. That's good. There's some good streams tonight. It's going to be fun. For sure. Somebody has socks over 30 years old. That's not possible. There's no way. All of my socks have holes in them after a year, tops.
There's no your toenails, boss.
I guess, man. I guess.
That helps.
Rico says, can't wait to see all you clash holes. I think I haven't said this to anybody. I don't think yet. I don't know if I've mentioned this to anyone, but I am going to do everything I can to go to the Clash. Basically, I think I'll be there. I don't want to say I will 100% be at the Clash, but that is like my top priority because I know everybody's going to be there, and it's going to be a real nice event. I'm going to try to be there too. Are you okay? Any idea?
That's the one. You sure it's called the Clash? What's the one?
Keystone Clash.
Yeah, definitely.
Morgantown, PA, not Morgantown, West Virginia, which is what I thought I'm gonna initially.
Probably get a room, stay the night, go there, do it. Blah.
Yeah, that'll be my first big event. I wouldn't, the auction that I'm going to on Sunday is just an auction, nothing more. It's not a whole weekend or anything like that. So, the Clash is going to be, I think it's going to be awesome.
I'm telling you, there's nothing like being in a place where like the entire thing is like designed around what you enjoy and what everybody else, everyone is, common-minded and has the same, and it's amazing. Like you could talk to anybody. Everybody that's there is there for the same reason, and you can just start, you meet the craziest people. I mean, coincidence. So I'm at one in Connecticut, right?
Mm-hmm.
I end up with a handful of Corys. You know the Adelphi Corys? They have like black and white in the head. These look very similar to those. They're called duplicarius. They're a little more rare than the Adelphis. They're really nice looking corridors. So I'm trying to breed these things. I got them in the tank. I'm doing my thing. I go to this place. Some guy, of course, he's wearing this crazy shirt, all his fish and stuff like that. I go into the parking lot because me and Dee had a cooler in the car, so we're sneaking our Stellas out. And the guy comes walking through the parking lot. We're like, "Hey, you want a beer?" Get the guy a beer, talking to the guy and stuff. And they go, "Hey, let me ask you. As I'm trying to breed these corridores, and I'm having trouble." He's like, "What kind are they?" I like the duplicarius. He goes, "Oh, I was the first one to bring those into the country." I was like, "Then I found the right guy." I'm like, "What are the odds?" You know what I mean? He's like, I'm like, "Holy moly!" So he told me, what I need to do, and I got one. I bred them, but I got one baby.
One baby wouldn't be eligible for those breeder award points.
No. But it worked. At least I know I had a pair, and it worked out.
So it's
very cool.
Good that you mentioned that, because at this Youngstown meeting that I went to, I get to talking to, everybody there, but I was talking to this one guy because he heard me say that I had bettas, and I was working on trying to breed the wild bettas. Let's see, it's up in this tank right there. Mm-hmm. And he goes, "Where'd you get them from?" And I couldn't quite remember the exact name. Come to find out, I got them from him. He imports thousands and thousands of dollars worth of bettas, and I was just like, "Oh wow, I didn't expect
crazy, to be talking,
right? I didn't expect to be having this conversation. I feel unprepared." But it's just, I guess it's crazy who you can run into, and
it is.
Everybody's into fish. That's like the best part.
We had, here they have like the aquatic experience and stuff like that, and it's a big thing. And to run around all these people, like everybody's there. There's like vendors, there's stuff. There's like a YouTube booth. Everybody's hanging out on the YouTube couch. Corey's right here doing these things. Everybody's showing. Cameras out.
That would be a little bit.
It is just
overwhelming.
Dude, I'm telling you, I'm running with like a crowd of YouTubers, and we're just, I don't know, acting like idiots. And like every half hour, it's like they have like those raffles in places. You get these tickets, so we're just running from raffle to raffle, winning free crap. It's just
excited
the best time. It's like the best time. It really is so much fun. So wait. You gotta go. You gotta make sure you go to the Clash. Once you go to one of those things, you're like, "Dude, I'm going to every single one."
All right, I'll be at the Clash. Even if my car breaks down, I'll just walk the rest of the way. I'll make it to the Clash.
Fly to JFK. We'll drive over together.
Yeah, we'll make it work for sure. Stephen P says, "I just noticed that hoodie." Yeah. So this actually is from your shop on Teespring, and I did not know that Teespring was where everybody kind of did their merch. And before I ever got anything from Teespring, I was like, I don't know how the quality is going to be. Like, I don't know how these things work. I've never had merch of any kind. But after getting this Stephen P hoodie, this is my favorite hoodie. It's the best material I have I have hoodies that were from, like gift shops and stuff. They're $50-$60. This is just as good, if not better. Absolutely. Ian says, "Man, I thought Dream was going to be this old guy, but age is just a number, Ian. Age is just a number." Mr. Gromby says, "You should try to make it to Aquashella Chicago." What does anybody know? When is that? When is Aquashella Chicago? That didn't happen. Oh, that was Orlando, I think that happened. I want to go to an Aquashella. I don't know how much more salt water is that versus freshwater. I don't have any saltwater knowledge yet, so I don't want to be like totally lost. But I like see if I can figure out how to do this right. This shirt right here is from Coral Fish 12G. So I do follow some of those guys. I just don't have any saltwater tanks. It's just not my specialty, not what I know a lot about, I guess. Hey,
auctions make great videos. Are you thinking of recording any of it?
That's another thing. I'm not a YouTuber. I guess I'm a YouTuber now, but I've just started making videos because I wanted to log my breeding projects and show people what I got going on. I've never filmed outside of my apartment. I've got a fish room tour with somebody I know who lives locally, and he said he's going to do that with me in a couple weeks, and that will be good experience with a camera. But I don't know. I don't want to be walking around Pittsburgh like with camera equipment and stuff, and everybody looking at me and, "Oh, who are you?" And then I have to be like, I'm nobody. I don't really I have a YouTube channel, but I'm not like, I'm nobody. I'm just annoying all of you. No, I don't know.
Hand out stickers.
Yeah. I don't know how any of that works. What I'm going to try to do is definitely everything that I see that I'm like, I have to bid on this, I'm just going to take a video of it so that I can look through the videos as I'm going and be like, "Oh yeah, this one." I'll write stuff down too. but like I'm visual, very visual. So I'll get some footage and I'll make a video on it, even if it's just kind of like a vlog of me just telling like what happened and or maybe some of the better moments of it. But yeah, I'll do something like that and I'll put it on my channel for sure. There was somebody else, I lost the comment, but it was something. Oh, right here. It was Alishon. The Gunman brothers. If those are the twins, Dawn and I can't even. I met so many people. I can't think of it. But if those are the twins, then yes, those were like two of the first people I talked to, and they are, if nothing else, very knowledgeable and breed a lot of fish. The one of the I think it was one of the Gooman brothers said, "How many tanks do you think I have?" And I said, "Well, what do you keep?" And I asked him a couple of questions, and I said, "You have 80 tanks." And he looked at me kind of funny, and he goes, "I got 83." I was
Wow.
like, yeah, I figured,
Nailed it.
because I'm that's why I told him I'm coming for him. I have 11 fish tanks right now, and my friends think that that's too much, and I tell them that that's not even scratching the surface. So I kind of know what it takes, and I'm looking forward to just progressing as I go.
Yeah. I found my tank number. You know what I mean? I started and just get more and more and more, but then it gets to the point where like feeding and water changes, it's beyond what I can handle. You know what I mean? So then
Yeah,
I
that's
downsize to where I can handle it comfortably and everything's fine. You know what I mean? And I still have plenty of tanks. And I could pop one up here and again, but I found my magic number and it's right now it works. I just for my time and my schedule, it works.
what is your magic number? How many tanks do you got going?
I have no idea. I think I have a dozen down here.
Okay, yeah. I mean, that is true. You kind of have to moderate it to fit your schedule with the water changes and stuff. But I don't mind. I know some people don't like to do the maintenance as much as others, but I kind of like it. I don't know. It's just how I've always been. I've always been the person that does the dishes. I don't cook, but I don't mind doing the dishes. I know a lot of people don't like doing dishes, so I guess I'm just weird like that.
Yeah, no, I'm with you. I don't. It doesn't bother me. And like tank
Mm-mm.
maintenance and stuff like that. You know, I'm still like into it. You know, it's like fun. You know what I mean? Not the funnest thing. Like water changes don't bother me. You know, little scaping or cleaning up the plants and stuff like that. You know, so I sometimes neglect it, but when I do it, it's always fun and satisfying after it's done. And I have a lot of bare
Yeah,
bottom tanks too because I do a lot of breeding, so they're pretty self sufficient. You know, I don't have to
yeah.
really.
That's easy. I
Those
don't
are
think
easy
I'll
tanks.
unless maybe it were a cichlid setup or something where it was necessary. I don't think I'll ever have a tank without plants in it. Like I just that extra support, like that extra backup has kept. I mean, I don't lose fish, and I think it's the plants more than my own keeping of the fish.
Let me tell you a plant story real fast. So we went to the AE. It's like a clash type of thing. It's big. So they have
Mhm.
all kinds of like aquascaping contests and this, that, and they'll have a thing where like an aquascaping seminar and everybody's doing their thing. There's vendors and yada yada yada. So that's another thing. Like you stick around to the end, people don't want to take everything home. They don't want to carry it to their car. They don't want to do it. So all the aquascaping stuff, they had just these like styrofoam things with holes in them, just full of plants and plants and plants and plants. And they were like, just take it. You know, we just get.
I'll be
I'm
walking
not
out of
taking it
there with
home. And it was all like donated so they can do the aquascaping thing. Who's that guy with the glasses from England that's really good?
MD doesn't have glasses. I
He
don't
he
know.
was there
Maybe Chad can
scaping
help us
tanks and
out.
stuff like that. And it was like, doing scaping seminars and stuff. And they would start from scratch and do it. So I ended up with like, I don't know how many plants. I don't know anything about plants. So I was giving them out to people and stuff like that. And I kept some red ones. I kept some long ones. So I threw them in my tank in like a 33 low boy and just let them go. And I went to like a fishing flea market, like a fish, like an outdoor, basically a flea market of people selling fish and plants and stuff like that. So
Sounds great.
I took all the plants and I'm setting up the table and stuff like that, doing my thing. In 15 minutes, every plant was sold, gone, done. They took everything, and I had a whole bunch of it. So people right
Amazing.
now, plants are hot. People are scaping everything. They're planting and planting and planting. So
That's another
not
thing
me.
that we could talk about for hours is aquascaping. You said you don't do much with it. I don't do much. Like my tanks don't look impressive, and I see these people. I see Stephen P. and Brooklyn, and then they just had this thing where Lisa and Taylor from Simply Better, they all scape tanks and stuff. And I don't know. I don't know why I don't have the eye for it, but that's something that I want to get into and want to be able to do down the road.
Yeah, maybe it's something like I think just like practice. I got car parts in one of these tanks. It was like it was some kind of thing I found. It was like a U-shaped part of a car, like with a hole in it, like a big tube. So I threw it in there so the fish can like swim in it. But I'm not a escape. I got stuff like crazy. I got all these like rocks. Like I found a bunch of these things in a tank that I found in the street, and I got all kinds of slate and stuff.
You're already doing better than I am. I just go for it right now. I'm just going for functionality because I want to, you know, my main focus is breeding the fish, but I want to do everything I can with fish tanks. Doesn't really matter what it is. And eventually, like you, I will get a saltwater tank down the road. I won't have those killies at my disposal, but
I'll send you all the killies you want.
a truckload of killies.
You can cycle your tank with them. Great.
What are those fish called? What's the name of those fish again?
The official name is a mummy chug.
A mummy chug.
Mummy chug. Don't ask me how to spell it.
That's fine. I just I'm trying to pick up little bits of information of saltwater as I go. I don't want to sit down and study saltwater tanks, but if I can learn a little bit, like I was listening to a live stream, I think it was yesterday, and somebody mentioned that tangs eat algae. I have no idea. I don't know don't even quote me on that. I don't know if it's true, but I heard that, and I don't know. I'm just trying to pick up things as I go, so I'll be ready down the road.
I don't know. I guess I do. My Cory tank is like sort of scaped. I have sand, I have rocks, I have plants, and I love it. I can stay. That's my favorite tank to look into. But I sell too many fish. You know how long it would take me to get a fish out of there? I don't think I can ever get a fish out of that thing. You know what I mean?
Out of which tank?
I have a 33 low boy over there, and it's kind of scaped with sand and stuff. And that's like all my breeding Corys are in there. You know, so I have like 60 or 70 Corys just doing that thing in there. But I couldn't even imagine trying to catch one of those out of there. Like with all this heat, I can't do it. But I got to keep tanks that are fairly empty. Because if I got to go to the store with 20 Corys, I can't be chasing them around a rock. It's just not going to happen. It's right. I'll never get them out. So I keep them pretty bare just so I can catch them.
Just get in there. Yeah. That's that works. Well, that's why I like floating plants a lot, because you can just throw them in, put the light on a timer, and it'll take care of itself.
Yeah, or you can take the plants out, catch your fish, and then put the plants back in. You know, you don't have to uproot them. You know.
Yeah,
that makes it easy.
Ian says saltwater is easy. Ian, weren't you the one with a coral, like a frag tank? Is that you? Because if that's you, then I don't know if I can trust you saying saltwater is easy. You got corals and stuff going on over there. I can't even. I don't know. I watch that stuff on YouTube, but I don't know if I could do it myself yet. Oh, speaking of fish that are hard to get out of tanks, one fish that I've always wanted to keep and never have is Hillstream Loach. But I hear that they're probably the hardest fish to get out of a tank. Or is that just in stores where people are watching you and you got to move? Like,
I think they're just tough. They really are.
They look like they would be hard to catch.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I had plans on doing a Hillstream Loach tank, like a breeding tank, but I never did it.
Never did it. I probably will at some point. I mean, there's so many things like that's I think what's nice for me coming into this is that I've kept fish for a long, long time, but I haven't bred a lot of different fish. I haven't gone in with that intent. So I have options. I've got, the world is my playground as far as breeding fish go.
Oh, that's good. I don't know. It's just where it's my stage in fish keeping. I started where everybody else starts, just getting all kinds of cool fish and pretty colors and and just got into breeding. I got into breeding because I couldn't get fish.
That was what I was going to ask you.
I couldn't. I was my thing is New York Gold, just for goldfish. I was just a crazy goldfish guy, and I had all kinds of goldfish.
I was wondering about that. Okay.
Yeah, and so I couldn't get, 15, 20 years ago, you couldn't get any high-quality goldfish in the United States. Like, if you wanted a show-quality Ryukin or something like that, or a show-quality Aranda, you just very, very hard to bite. You'd have to search around. You got to get two of the best fish you could find and try to breed those and hope you get it better and stuff like that. So I would that's what I would shop like crazy. I'd be all over the place, getting the best fish I can, and then breeding them to make like a champion quality or a show quality fish that you just like you just couldn't buy here. You just
did you ever have any? Did you ever have any luck with it?
Yeah, I had some beauties,
Yeah,
absolute beauties, and the reason it wasn't even that long ago, I had a 90-gallon tank right in front of me, and I had some Ryukyu that were just, I mean, not only were they gorgeous, they were like show quality, but they were monsters too, really big. And I went away for 3 days, and one of my butterflies got stuck to the intake and died. And then when she decomposed, she contaminated the tank. And when I came home, everything was dead. Everything was dead. So
dang, that's probably when you got out of it. Is that why you don't do it?
That wasn't my second huge setback. I had one years ago, but after that, I was like, it was so hard to get to this point. You know what I mean? So I was like,
yeah.
So I started doing other stuff, but I had other fish breeding and stuff like that. So I was like, all right, I got the 90 gallons of space. I can raise 100 angelfish fry up to like quarter size in 2 months in that kind of space. So where anything small, like a 55, it'll take you like 3 months. Anything smaller, it's time. So that kind of space,
right.
You know, heat it properly, feed it properly, and it's like a conveyor belt. You can just knock these things out.
Hey, Mark, how's it going? So what got you into breeding? What was the very first thing you bred? Was it goldfish? Was that did you want to start breeding because you wanted to breed goldfish, or did you breed guppies?
I 100% learned everything I could possibly learn through books and the internet and stuff like that on breeding goldfish, so I could breed a show quality goldfish that I could afford or I couldn't buy in the country. There was show quality fish you can get here, like ranchus and stuff like that, but I was into Ryukyu. That was what I wanted.
Okay.
And they just didn't have them with the big hump, really nice, big softball size, you know. It was all in Singapore and Hong Kong and stuff like that. They had all that good stuff.
Yep. Hello, Danikin. Thank you for coming. Liquid Zoo. Hello, Matt. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Let's see if I missed anybody else. And Sarah, I don't know if I said hello, Sarah, but hi. Thank you for coming. Thank you for being here.
When are you gonna spin your wheel? People wait.
We could start on the wheel. We could at least spin it for the first time. Spin it twice. Let me see. If you haven't hashtagged in, go ahead and do that now. Hashtag Dreamfish. If you want to be on the wheel. Oh, and Allison, I forgot to answer your question earlier. I'm sorry. Yeah, absolutely.
I'll be right back.
Sure. Yeah. Absolutely enter the wheel. And if you win, yeah, donate it. This is, I can only ship in the States, unfortunately, but definitely enter, definitely be on there. Let's see. So now I just have to copy the names from the Nightbot page to the wheel, I guess. Steven, could you help me out here? This is hello Select Pet, getting in there right before we start spinning the wheel. Mississippi Hippie. But yeah, so now all I have to do is figure out how to get all the names on the wheel. I've got all the names right here. I could just type them, but if there's an easier way to do it, yeah, copy to wheel. It's not, let's see, reset eligibility, no. Steven, how do I copy them? Because it's not letting me, like, I'm on a Mac, so it's not letting me click, like, Command Shift and just highlight everything. So what do I press to get those names? I think I can actually share the screen too. You can highlight and copy. Yeah, copy to wheel. Let me see. Let me show you what I got. Let's see.
New York slice.
The New York pizza. We got to hear about how great New York pizza is. It's
horrible. It's hard. Nobody wants this. Nobody wants to eat this.
One of my best friends lived on Long Island, so I got the whole spiel. He took me to see the city and everything. I'm just a small town kid, I guess.
You want a Brooklyn guy's deal on pizza? This is the truth. It's whatever you grow up on. There's a million pizza places in Brooklyn or in New York, all over the place. everybody's neighborhood. Like this is the pizza that I grew up on, on the avenue. So this is what I like. If you grew up on, I don't know, Domino's pizza, hot, then that's what you're gonna like. So it's really.
I do like Domino's. We have a Domino's right down the road, and that's probably the best pizza that you can get in town for the price, I think.
If you're 6 years old, your parents bring home a thing of Domino's, and that's what you like. That's how you learned to eat pizzas. You're gonna, when you're 30 years old, you're gonna be like, I'm gonna get me some Domino's. That's whatever you grew up on.
Yeah, that must be what it is. We don't have that. We don't have all that cuisine here. But I guess if you don't know what you're missing out on, then it's not that big of a deal.
If all you eat is Papa John's, but then you came to like Brooklyn and you got a nice slice like this, you'd be like, you can still like Papa John's, but you can say, hey, that's a pretty good slice of pizza.
It's gonna be hard to go back. Yeah.
No.
So I'm currently, if everybody will hang tight for a sec, I'm just gonna type in the names. I mean, right now there's 19 eligible users, so there's 10 or 11 people here that haven't entered the hashtag. I don't know if maybe that's because I messed it up at the very beginning, but if you want to be on the wheel when we spin it, go ahead and throw that hashtag in there real quick while I type the names in. That would help. I might just type some people's first names rather than the whole channel. Like instead of Atkins, I'm just going to type in Ian. We will know who you are. And I don't think we have two Bens. So that should be all right. Bigfoot, Brookley. I will come up with a better way to do this in moving forward. But sometimes Macs just kind of do their own thing. I've gotten used to it. Dawn, no pie chart today. Just the pizza pie.
Just the pizza pie chart.
I love those.
Well, I knew this was going to happen. We got a Chicago, New York pizza argument. I never had Chicago pizza, so I can't. No. I hear
never had.
I'd eat it. I don't care.
So Chicago's known for the deep dish pizza, right? And some people don't like that because it's not pizza. I mean, it's different than pizza, but I like it.
And they said it was lasagna casserole. That's pretty funny.
Who said that?
Someone in the chat.
Oh yeah. I mean, yeah, I think that's how I've heard it described before. That's accurate. Where am I at here? Okay, I gotta focus. Mark, Michelle, Misfit. Could be some misspellings on this wheel, but in the last stream we were all in Misfit got over, I think he's pushing 250 subscribers. He definitely broke 200 and he had some giveaways. Wow. And we were doing that. And for some reason, I don't know why, and I don't know if my wheel will do the same thing, but every time you would lose on the wheel, which everybody loses except for the last person, it would cheer. Like you'd get a huge celebration for every person that lost. For some reason, I thought that was really funny. It softened the blow of losing too. Mississippi hippie. I'm already about halfway through, so that's not bad. If there were more people, I don't know how I would do this. I'm not sure. Mr. 3. So what else is new, Dawn, in the fish world between bites?
Nothing really. Got another auction coming up.
When and where is that? Oh, just a local meeting?
A local one. But
okay.
No big fish news. I'm waiting for the summer to get cranked up. I got some plans to do some stuff. But
yeah, you're doing summer tubbing, right?
No.
No? Oh, would that D maybe? He's got that.
Summer tubs like crazy. If I find some time and space, I'll do it. But I want to do some fish collecting.
Yes. Yeah, I do too. I can't. I have to go somewhere to do it. I can't do it around me, really. But that is something I want to do, and I'll make videos on those. If I'm off in the woods or away from people, I'll film anything. I don't care. I just don't want to. I just haven't figured out how to navigate filming around people without like being annoying or whatever. I don't know. Not everybody wants to be on a camera. I get that.
You gotta find your own secluded spot.
Yeah, Get in where you fit in. Scotty the fish freak. Let's see. We're getting down to the end here. Select Pet and Stephen P. Okay. One more roll call for lurkers. We're going to spin the wheel the first time, and whoever wins the first spin of the wheel gets their pick between the two. I guess I should probably say what this is for again in case anybody missed it. So the wheel is going to be spun, and the winner of the first spin will get to choose between two trios of Vienna guppies, which are from the co-op, not directly from the co-op, but that's where they come from, and then or a whole group of, I think there's 10, juvenile Dumbo Dark Dragon. So they have like the black Dumbo fins, and they breed true. They're I feel comfortable giving them away because I think they're pretty great. They're always the ones when people come over to my house and see all the fish. They were the fish that people were like, oh, these are my favorite. I like these ones. And I'm like, no, look at these Vienna guppies. They're like, yeah, but these ones are so much better. Let's teach their own. So I think I've got everybody on the wheel at this point. Let me see. I'll give it 30 more seconds and we'll spin. Youngstown, Ohio has a strong Italian influence and many great local pizza places. Yeah, that's true. That's very true. Youngstown has a lot going on. There's a place called MV. Is it MVR or MV? MVR, Most Valuable Restaurant. We're all like the famous people and like the Jim Trestles of our area, and those people, they go to those. But Youngstown, from where I live, is like a 45-minute drive. So I'd have to, I'd have to work for, well, maybe not quite that far, but I'd have to work to go get that good food. But you're right. You're right. Youngstown does have some history in food and just being Italian in general. Okay. All right. So let me see. Dawn, tell me if this shows up when I share the wheel, because I don't know exactly what I'm looking at here, but Chrome tab, wheel of names, share. Can you see a wheel?
No.
Oh, sorry. Oh, okay. I just had to add it to the stream. All right. No problem.
Now I see a wheel.
All right. Let me get that comment down if I can figure it out, or can I just click on it? No. All right. Doesn't look like there's anything in the chat that needs addressed right now. So, all right, let's spin. Oh, Dawn, you want on the wheel?
Am I on it? No.
Okay. All right. Let's see what happens. I'm just going to click it and we'll roll with it. Is it spinning?
Yeah. Like
all
crazy.
Right, cool.
Getting epilepsy.
Congratulations, Allison. You were the first person to be kicked off of the wheel here. And it's celebrating too. Yeah. I don't know. Let's see if I can change that. I don't know how. Select pet. Does this wheel spin slower, or does it just feel slower when you're the one doing it?
It looks fast on my end. But...
Okay, yeah, it must just be when you're the one spinning the wheel. It looks like it takes a while to go through. Oh no, the wheel man himself. The wheel has your number, Steven. It knows you. Freaky fish lady. Michelle? It's almost been Ian twice. Sorry, Ben. I could have drove the winnings up to you. Mississippi hippie. Oh, that's something. That's a question for Steven. How do you get the wheel to say the names? rather than cheer. Like, because whenever you spin the wheel, it says like Daniken or whatever. If there's some setting that I have to adjust for that, just let me know and I will do it. Mystery Snail Guardians.
I have no idea what's going on.
What do you mean?
What are you doing?
Me?
Yeah.
Spinning. Can you still see the wheel spinning? Yeah.
Yeah, but what? Oh, it's. Oh, so it's just narrowing down the people to the last person.
Yep. It's so confusing because it's cheering.
Because like on the thing it says we have a winner.
I know it. We don't. I don't know how to change that. That's why I was asking Steven if he could help me with the settings. It does seem like everybody's winning, but no, it's just whoever's left standing.
Got you.
Yeah. Mr. 3.
Now I get it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's just a cool way to mark. It's
The wheel
cool
of misfortune. That's pretty funny.
Is that what it's called? The wheel of, or somebody said
somebody called it that in the chat.
Very accurate. Yeah. I don't win on this thing. Bigfoot. I think the furthest I've ever gotten on a wheel, I might have been 3rd.
Well,
which is actually kind of crazy.
all right. Some good pizza.
Final 3. Allison, Ian, and Scotty the Fish Freak.
All right.
Ian's a survival man over here.
All right, huh? This is this man.
This is it. He couldn't escape it forever. Congrats. Oh, it was Ian? Oh, no, I got confused. Yeah, it's Allison. Okay, congratulations, Allison. Let us know in the chat which of the winnings you want to go. If you would rather go with the Dark Dragon or the Vienna, so we know what we're giving away on the next wheel. And then my email's on my about page. So just shoot me an email with where to send them. And we'll do the other. We'll wait till I think 6:45. So we'll give it 8 more minutes. I don't expect anybody else to pop in, but if they do, then I'll add them to the wheel. I don't think I have to redo all the wheel names.
Let me get a drink before I die.
Sure. No, I don't have to redo all the names. So that's nice. Okay, cool. But yeah, you guys can still see that. So I'll take that off for now. Congrats, Alishon. No, it was Allison. Allison. Not Alishon. All right, let me see if there's anybody that I missed in the chat. I don't think so. I think I've said hi to everybody. Maybe we won't do it today. I was gonna leave a link to see if anybody wanted to come up and join us. Just more so that I know how to do it. But let's see. At Dreamfish Keeping, my name wasn't on there. Skipper. Well, I'm not surprised because this is my first time. You're on the wheel now for sure. Sorry about that, man. Is Mary Page here? Mary Page was here earlier, and I don't know if she's still here. Although they're coming up next, right? The Hot Mess Express. Isn't Mary Page going to be... She might be doing something with that. Dang, sorry, Skipper. I left him off the wheel. Did not mean to. I wonder if there's anybody... Wait, Jake, before you spin the wheel... Shoot, I just saw something. Jake, before you spin the wheel, spin the next wheel, list off all the names.
Good
Darn
idea.
it. Yeah, it's a very good idea. Thank you. Thank you, Annette. Just inexperience over here. Eduardo, yeah, your name wasn't on there either. Huh. Well, I'm glad that we're doing this twice so that everybody's going to be able to at least be on the wheel. Dang. All right, so I'll add Eduardo. Let me just name off and show all the names that are in here right now. I want to make sure it doesn't happen twice. Okay, so we've got Allison, twice, shouldn't be twice. Hopefully that's not Alishon. Allison, Alishon, Select Pet, Eduardo, Brookley, Stephen P, Freaky Fish Lady, Michelle, Ben, Mississippi Hippie, Danikin, MSG, Misfit. Oh, Alishon is already on there, and I misspelled it also. That's great. Alishon, Mr. 3, Mark S, Bigfoot, Mr. Gromby, Scotty the Fish Freak, Ian, and now Skipper. Which I feel really bad about. Skipper and Eduardo, I'm sorry, guys. My name was the only one on the wheel. Then you killed me. Not on purpose. not intentionally. I promise. Did I miss it? I didn't hear my name. Sarah? I didn't hear your name either. I thought there were people missing from the wheel. The numbers didn't add up. But okay, so if anybody else, I can go over the names again if you guys want me to. If anybody else isn't on there, I'm not on there. Jimmy P, no, you're not. And I don't know why. Don't know why, but you're on the wheel. And did we figure out Allison? Oh, that's right, Allison. You were sending yours, so you're sending Mary Page Vienna Guppies. Is that right? Make sure I have that correct. Oh, that's funny. You said you asked if you could be on the wheel because you're not in the States, and then you end up winning it. That's cool. The Nano Aquarium guy, nope. I don't remember seeing you on there either. Let's make sure I fix that. Okay, good. Yes, Jake. Okay, cool. Maybe give me Mary Page's email or have her email me because my email's right up on my page. It's just dreamfishkeeping@gmail.com. Super easy. Okay, anybody else on the wheel, or does anybody else even think they might not be on the wheel? And I'll double check for you. And then in a couple of minutes we'll draw again, and this will be for the Dark Dumbo Dragons that I definitely approve of, for sure. Dream Fish Keeping. Did you see Jimmy P? Yeah, I got Jimmy P on the wheel now. I missed him. I missed Skipper. I missed Eduardo, Sarah. There was a whole handful of people not on the wheel. And I don't know why. I'm not sure. Can I be on the wheel twice? No, but I mean, there's I don't think anybody ever uses this, but on the Nightbot giveaways, there's this, you can increase the chances of winning for people who are like members and stuff. I wouldn't use it, and I don't know anybody that does, but didn't know that was a thing. Like channel member luck, regular luck. It's all good. Jake, Rico kills me all the time too. Well, if I'm making a mistake that Rico has made, then I don't feel as bad about it, I guess, because Rico's like, he's got this all under control. So I'm just sitting here watching the wheel go round and round. I know, I like to watch it too. I do. I was hooked from the very first time I saw Stephen P spin the wheel. And I mean, the way he has it set up is awesome too. Like he's got him and the wheel behind him and the green screen. It's super dope. But the first time I saw that, I was like, if I get to the point where I'm live streaming and giving away fish, I gotta do that. So can we be Dream Fish Keeping members? No, I don't have any membership. I just broke 100 subscribers, and I wasn't expecting to do that for a while. Like I'm basically way ahead of any schedule I had in mind. So the membership thing, well, that's the thing. I don't have extra content. All the content that I like, deem worthy, I guess, or that I'm excited about, I just put out on my channel. So there wouldn't be anything extra at this point for members. There was something I saw that if you don't have members, maybe YouTube, the algorithm doesn't like you as much. I don't know if that's true. If that is true, I might just put like 99 cents up there and then a video of me saying, please don't subscribe or please don't become a member. I'm just doing this for YouTube. But eventually down the road, I could see that as I have more projects, more tanks, and more things to show people, and more knowledge in general. I'm not an expert. Don, you probably could be considered an expert, but I freshwater fish, breeding fish keeping, saltwater fish breeding.
There's so many different freshwater fish. It's like, I don't know.
I like
just
that
scratch
though.
the surface.
I know.
Yeah.
Oh, Skipper says you have to have 1,000 subs first to get members. Perfect. Then it's not even my decision. That's great. Okay. All right. Am I missing? Oh, Rico Stan. I don't think Rico is on the wheel.
You can't keep him out again.
No, he didn't even mention it, but I'm putting him on there. And even if he doesn't want the guppies, you can just donate them to somebody else, no problem. But yeah, I want to make sure everybody's who's here is on the wheel. Vinosky. Sometimes I skip my name because they can't pronounce. Well, oh, hey John, I think I forgot to say hi to you earlier. My Fish Tanks Aquatics. No, you're not. I know you're not on the wheel, but I'll change that. My Fish Tanks. This will probably be the last thing we do. We'll spin all of this, and then I'll probably end the stream because there's a whole bunch of streams tonight. There's one. It's the Hot Mess Express at 7. So I don't want to go overtime or anything like that. So I got Rico. I got my fish tanks on there. Vinosky, that's right. Or am I saying that right? Yeah. Vinosky. I don't think you're on the wheel. No. So we're gonna change that. Spelled it wrong. I definitely spelled it wrong. It's fine. I'm sorry. We'll just go with that. As long as you're on the wheel, I'm happy. And Select Pet. I think Select Pet's on there. I want to make sure. Yes. Okay. Jimmy P's on there. All right. Take it easy, Rico. Starting the Batman right now. Okay. Yeah, we will catch you later. Catch you later tonight. All right. Let's do it. This is for the Dumbo Dark Dragons.
Oh, Allison took the other ones?
Yes. Well, she's not. She's out of the country, so she donated them to Mary Page.
Gotcha.
Scotty the Fish Freak. I'm honestly just happy to see everybody on the wheel this time.
It's a big wheel.
It is. It is a bigger wheel than I expected to put together. Michelle? So suspenseful. Oh, Ben. It was right there. It's coming for you. Yeah, when Steven spins this thing, it feels like to me it's going way faster than it feels right now. Allison. I guess technically Allison shouldn't have been on the wheel again. That's all right. We're figuring this out. Yep. She's not now. Came right back for you, Ben. Shoot. But they're cheering. Eduardo. Is Rico Stan still on the wheel? I was going to say, Eduardo, you can be Rico Stan on the wheel if you want to now, since you didn't get to be on the first one. And Rico just took off to watch Batman, so. Danikin Aquatics. Oh, never mind that idea. UK. Allison's in the UK. Okay. Jimmy P. I want to say congratulations, but that's not. It's what it looks like, but it's not what it should be. Select Pet.
I get a kick out of the guy going, woo!
I know, the woo in the back. I like that, yeah. But, John, My Fish Tanks Aquatics. Woo. Yeah, it's excited for all the wrong reasons. Bigfoot Fish Tanks. I like the energy, though. I do. It's real positive vibes. MSG Gardens. Snailed it.
Woo!
Woo, Ian. All right. Mr. 3. Oh, Stephen P. It's almost like it just kept going right past Berkeley because it knew you were there. That's what it looked like. The wheel comes back for people. I've noticed. Now that I'm looking at it more intently, it looks like if it was close to you, then it's probably going to come close to you again. At least that's how it's been going. Skipper made it pretty far. It's kind of worse that you didn't get 2 shots at it. Mississippi hippie. Oh, Alishon. Just barely. I think we have 6 left. Yep. Vinosky with the new spelling. So the final 5, we've got Misfit, Mr. Gromby, Mark S., the Nano Aquarium, and Sarah.
It's getting exciting.
It is. This is it. This is the end of the show.
We got a lot of blue. A
lot of blue. And then there were 4.
The final 4.
Final 4. All right. Let's see what comes of it. Nano Aquarium guy. So this at this point, this is the farthest I've ever made it on a wheel, this final 3. So even getting to this point, for me, would be a win. Sorry, Sarah. That leaves Misfit and Mr. Gromby. All right.
I can't watch.
Misfit just broke his 200. Wow, this guy, man, he is a lucky guy. Congratulations, Misfit. It's kind of fitting. You just gave away a whole bunch of stuff. If you want the fish to, let's see, we'll walk away and I'm up on the wheel. Yeah, welcome back. You won. If you are keeping the winnings, just shoot me an email. Whatever you want to do is up to you. I have seen you win the wheel. Like of streams that I've been in, I've seen Misfit win the wheel more than anybody by far. I think I watched him win it back to back recently.
He's a hacker.
I don't know, man.
He's wheel hacker.
He's got some juju over there that's good for the wheel. I don't know what it is, but yeah, congrats, Brendan. I think I'll actually be seeing him later on. He's doing he's watching a documentary on Discord, and some people will be in there. And I think I will be one of those people. Well, all right, Dawn. Anything else to add? Any final words? Anything we got to leave on a fish auction related note. So how about tell me if you can think of any. I know I'm putting you on the spot here, but if you can think of anything, what's the best thing you've seen happen at a fish auction? Didn't have to necessarily happen to you. Have you seen anything that stood out?
I've seen people, like there was an old lady who was bidding on. It was like a small bowl, and it had like guppies in it and stuff like that. It was like a whole like a carrying case to carry the things home instead of the thing. And you could tell this woman like really wanted, but she just couldn't like afford it, you know. So someone outbid her, and then gave her the fish. You know what I mean? So that was nice. That was cool. Pretty nice. Okay. This way, she, you know, you could tell she was, you know. It was like for $7 or something like that. And she's like, at $6, she was like, oh, too much. You know, she was like,
that was her cap. She set her cap and she stuck to it. That's the game plan.
Yeah, she set her stone. And then, the guy got it for like $7, and then he gave it to us. And that was nice. Nice to see that stuff.
And then I had this trivia question. How much did the most expensive koi ever sell for at an auction? This was in 2019. Anybody want to venture a guess in the chat? And I'll throw up the answer. That'll be the last thing. But that's a good story, Dawn. That's got good vibes to it. That's a good way to go out.
Yeah, I just made that up. It's sort of bullshit. No, I'm just kidding. No, really,
no, I know.
No, it really did happen. The woman was like 2 seats from me. She was.
Yeah.
It was something like that. I was like, man, I should have done that. It was a feel good thing. I don't know why I didn't do it, but somebody else did it. But that was really nice to see. Humanity. So maybe I'll give someone an idea. You do that for a kid. Do something like.
Let's see. Select Pet says they saw a bidding war for duckweed. I wonder how that would have gone.
Who was bidding on it? 2 goldfish?
I guess that would make sense. Danikin says 1.2 million for the most expensive koi fish ever sold at auction. Anybody else want to take a guess? 1.2 million. I think Danikin might know something because that's kind of.
He knows how to use Google.
So the answer is $1.8 million.
Whoa!
For one koi fish. You can Google this. You can check my work here. But yeah, $1.8 million on one fish. I heard that the fish ended up not doing so well. I don't want to get into that because I don't know. I haven't read that. But
wow. What am I doing with
almost
guppies?
2 million. What's that?
What am I doing with guppies? I should have $1 million koi swimming around my tank.
You got a swimming pool in your backyard, or you got
that's what I need.
I
need a saltwater koi so I can throw them in the drink in the back.
Just have a big like a big pen for your koi fish. It's like just get like where you dock a boat. Just pay for your boat docking, but just turn it into a koi pen.
It's a good idea.
Saltwater. Okay, well that's really it. There's let's see, the moment a fish can pay for a mortgage and a new car. Well, that koi could have paid for every single person. Everybody in here to have their own house, car, and koi fish for sure. But yeah, Mark, you're welcome. Thank you to everybody who showed up and who came out.
Yeah, nice turnout. Nice turnout.
Yeah, absolutely, and I really appreciate that. It's the first time I've ever streamed. I plan to go every Thursday at this time. There will be fish auctions, I think, every Thursday, so that can be expected too. I just want to start low and go slow with the guppies. But yeah, I think that's I should have taken duckweed to that auction. Okay. All right. Well, Dawn, yeah, I guess so. You'd have done pretty well. Dawn, thank you for coming on. Thank you for joining me.
Thanks for having me, man. This was a lot of fun. This is great.
Do you want to hang back after for a couple of minutes and do that? Yeah. Okay. Mm-hmm. Don't get me wrong, love fish, but 1.2 million, I could buy my own or build my own aquarium. Yeah, Danikin, I can't get on board with $1.2 million fish. Just so much more you can do with that cash. Also, reminder, at Dream Fish Keeping, join my Discord and have your videos. Oh, Mr. Gromby, can you shoot me an email as well? I know you've said a couple things throughout the stream, and some of it I didn't catch. But yeah, send me an email, and we'll talk that way. And you can give me tips or whatever else you got for me. Much appreciated. All right, take care, everybody. I will see you in the streams the rest of the evening.